got a big fish. Fish on, fish on, fish on. So we're gonna start release. Big bass. Bring him in. Nice fish, guys. Successful. Second largie of the morning. Today's episode of the doors. We're back out on the lake in search for monster bass. Hello guys, SW Outdoors. Hope you guys are actually having a fantastic day today. And in today's video, we're going back out onto the dried up lake and to my honey hole to try to catch myself a monster largemouth. Most of the summer we've been filming videos and trying to catch fish as best we can, but some of these trips were not so successful. We've caught big bass, but we didn't catch the one that I really wanted. So we're heading back out in this video to two lakes to try to hunt for the lake monster. Stay tuned, guys. Hello guys, SW Outdoors. Hope you guys are actually having a fantastic day today. We got our fishing gear all loaded up into the truck again. We're going to my two favorite lakes. One lake is where I caught most of my bass this year, and then we're going out to another lake. Technically it's a dried up lake. We've been fishing there all summer, so I'm going to the farther end to see if there's any fish there, and hopefully we're going to try out these two lakes. We're hoping to go for largemouth bass, we're hoping to go for northern pike, we're hoping just all that, because I like to still fulfill my goal of catching the big old 5-pounder this year. So hopefully we have some luck. So yeah, either ways, I've been fishing this spot all year. Haven't caught any really big bass to brag about, but I'm going to try tonight, and we're going to try to be successful, so y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, we just arrived to my favorite bass fishing spot. We just had a big fish just jump up a few seconds ago, so I think tonight's very promising out here. We're going to try to see if we can get some bass out here and then go on to my next spot. I want to catch something at least big tonight, hopefully, in this one little big spot. I've been trying to catch a big fish in this area, but haven't really had the chance this year. So either ways, we're going to try it out, see how it is, and hopefully we catch a big one. Okay guys, we got the night crawler on the line here. My preferred bait for this particular spot. Usually I use the night crawler bait for money fish that I catch, because trustedly you could use it against for any species, but you just gotta watch bluegill like this too. So I want to try not to catch the bluegill. Last time I was out here I caught a shit ton of bluegill, but now I'm going to try to cast for the big bass and that. So either ways, cast away. Good cast right there. That's as far as I want it. See if the big guys will come out and bite it. Well, we got some fish on, fish on. Oh, hang on, what do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, fish on. Oh, we got a fish, we got a fish. Oh, hang on, what do we got? Is it a fish? Bluegill? Bass? No, it's a very big bluegill. Well guys, our first fish tonight is a bluegill. Nothing really exciting. Not what I want to go for, but our first fish of the night. Oh, fish on. No, he let go. Come on. What we got? What we got? What we got, guys? I don't know what we got here. Got another one. Oh, it's bigger than I expected. No, it's another bleak giant. Oh, it's a decent bluegill. Not bad. About the same size as the first one. I think I'm going to try to move over there a little bit after I unhook this guy. This is bluegill number 2. There. Come on, baby. Go on, bite it again. Come on, baby. Take a snap at her. Come on, baby. Hook. Got him. I got a hook. Hook. Hook on. Set a hook. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get in close. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Got a fish. Got a bass. Got a bass. Fish on. Fish on. First largie of the night. Not bad. I'm going to get him in the net. I'm going to get him in the net. Oh my god. Got the first bass. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our first largie of the night. Not a very big one. Not the one I'm particularly looking for, but definitely very healthy. I mean, this little one's not really much to brag about, but I'm sure there's some bigger ones in here, so we're going to set her loose. I mean, him, I don't know what it is, but definitely a beautiful colored largemouth. So I say, when I'm not dropping around in the dirt, I'd say the largemouth has a very nice color to it. This one's got a little bit of stripe on him, so he's definitely a nice looking bass, to be honest with you guys. So I'm gonna set him, let him go right here. Oh. Ooh. There he goes. There he goes. Go for a swim. Oh, got some big. Oh, another bluegill. Where are the bass? I don't know. I'm gonna probably have to go to the other lake to catch the big ones. I mean, I probably think there's a big one in here somewhere, but I don't know if it's the right one I'm looking for. So that's another bluegill. Throw him back. Right there. That's where I want to cast. One big, one big, one big. 100% guess that could have been a pike. He probably snapped the line. Stand corrected. That could have been big frickin' pike right there. That could have been a pike. Or something big. I don't know what it was, but it was something big. I could have caught the river monster right there. But this frickin' line I have him on my rod, I should have just tired him out. I should have just let him slide and swim around. I don't know what the frick I did wrong there. It usually happens. If I go for a pike, it usually ends up happening like this. So I'm going to probably put a lure on there and see what happens. I'm going to have a heart attack if I find out it's a pike. Up our tactics. I got the pumpkin seed lure on here, and whatever the hell that thing was that took my line, I'm guessing it was a pike. I'm going to try to catch it, and hopefully I'm successful, or I can catch a big old bass with this thing. So let's see if we can try to catch something. Guys, I've decided to change my tactics a little bit. I've never used a lure in here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to gamble losing this lure, $30 lure, but whatever that thing was that bit my line, I'm going to catch it. And if it's a big frickin' fish, big monster 5-pounder I came out here for, I'm gold. So I'm going to try to catch this thing. If I'm... Oh, we got a fish. Oh. Oh, got a bluegill on it. Come on the fin. Okay guys, bluegill caught on the pumpkin seed. Throw him back. Now let's really catch a big fish with this thing before my battery runs out. I'm not going to stick out here very long. I'm going to try to get out to the other lake while I have battery on my phone. Try to catch something out there. So we're going to try a cast way out there. Way out into the open is where I want to be. I don't know why the bluegill want to attack this thing. I understand why the bass want to and the pike, but I don't know why the bluegill come out and attack this thing. Unless they're eating each other, so we'll try out there. Come on. Oh, fish on. Oh! Snagged another bluegill. This is not what I want. Not what I want to catch tonight. So I'm probably going to go to the other lake and try to catch something in there because the bluegill are feeding in this lake. Bluegill saved its life, luckily, so it'll be free. There. We're going out to the next lake. Alright guys, we're back on the road this morning. We are going back to the my honey hole this morning. I felt something big bite my line last night, so I'm pretty sure whatever that is, it has to be $100, it has to be a pike. So it had to be some big pike that was going after my line last night, and I lost him because he snapped the line. So I'm going to really tighten my lines this morning, and if I get a pike on the line, I'm not going to fight him. I'm going to tire him out, let him do his thing, and then I'm going to slowly reel him in and grab him with the net. So either way, I've got my rods in the back and everything this morning, but I still want to catch a 5-pound largie. And depending on how big my poundage on my line is, because I don't really have a lot of big poundage on it, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful how I wheel these fish in so I don't lose them. So either ways, guys, we're going to go back to the boat launch in that little private area of mine that I usually go to. It's not really private, it's public anyway, but hardly anybody fishes there, so basically I call it the honey hole. So either ways, guys, we're going to get back to the honey hole, and then I'm going to go back out to the dried up lake. So either ways, we're going to have a little fun time this morning. Hopefully we catch some bass, and possibly some pike too if we're lucky. So either ways, let's get at it. Cast more of the lilies over there. Hung up on the lily. There we go. Did I catch them? Oh, no, hang on, I got, no. Hold on, what oh, got one. Oh, just a little bass. First start to the morning. Hooked him in the gill. It's a small largie. Nothing really big. Oh. Yeah, that's our first fish of the morning. Little guy. Yeah, so that little bass there got him on the pumpkin seed. I'm sure there's a bit bigger ones in there. I think I just got to cast towards the weeds a little bit. If the big ones are going to be hiding in there, or unless the big ones went in deeper water. So that's the first fish this morning. Try to get them off the hook there so at least I can show you guys. That's the first bass. At least we know they're still here. I'm going to try to cast more over there, I guess. Wind kind of took it over there. Cast into the weeds a little bit. I got my line on the lilies back over there. Hold on. Yeah, I caught a lily. For a second I thought it was a lily I caught there for a minute, and then I'm like, oh, there's a little bass on it. Little tiny bass. Guys, it is now mid-morning. We fished out my honey hole, one bass this morning, small one. This is probably the easiest lake to fish, pretty much. Warm day. We're going to go back to the furthest hole we can and try to see if there's any bass in there. It'll be our best option. Possibly some pike in here too, so we'll give it a shot. bite. Fish on, fish on. Fish on, boys. Fish on. Fish on. Try not to let him bite me too bad. What do we got here? Oh, it's a big bluegill. Big bluegill. I swear to God, this lake produces a lot of big bluegill, boys. Nice thing. Nope. Well, that's our first fish in this lake. This is not a bad sized bluegill, to be honest with you. There he goes. Oh, fish on. Fish on. Got something here. Come on, boys. Come on, go. It's a big fish. Got a big bass. Decent sized bass. Bring him in. Oh, yeah, decent largie. Not a bad sized largie. Get him up shore so I can get a look at him. Whew! Not so bad, guys. Not a big bass, but... Well, guys, that's our second bass of the morning. Not too bad. Not a little bigger than the one we caught last night, but very promising. Like, decent size. Not the biggest, but it'll do for now. So, either ways, let's catch this guy and release him. You are free to go. I'm not going to keep you. Well, guys, such a beautiful morning out on the lake here. Not so bad at all. First catch of the day. There he is. We got some fish on, boys, fish on. This one's a little bigger than the first one. He's fighting aggressively. Oh, bigger bass. Oh yeah, bigger one. Awesome. This one's a nice one. Woo! Big frickin' monster. Big tank. Woo! Frick yeah. This is the one I technically wanted to catch this morning. So we're gonna try to... Not bad, guys. This is the size I really wanted this morning. He is an absolute tank. I mean, there's probably some bigger ones in here, but this one's the biggest one I've caught so far. So, awesome sized fish. Beautiful sized fish, guys. Successful. Second largie of the morning. Beauty. I think this is at least a 4-pound bass, I believe. 4-pounder at least. I mean, decent. Decent sized fish. I'm so happy right now. I've successfully caught something bigger this morning. Whew. Wish I had like a scale for this guy, because he's heavy. He's a heavy fish. He's like he's not big, like braggable big, but he's decent. Like I say, he's a decent sized bass. I'd say 4-pounder, 5-pounder, around there. So either ways, decent fish, but we're gonna let him go now. His teeth are really digging in me. So either ways, you are good to go. There he goes. Awesome. Feeling good about back here because, one, it's further back. There's this big body of water right here, and there's bound to be some bass in here. So we're going to try to cast in this little, it looks like a little cove, to be honest with you guys. So basically, I'm going to try to get into the cove and see if there's more fish in this little potential area. I don't know if I can cross into the island or not, but I'll try in here for a little bit and see if there's anything back in here a little ways. So I'm further back than kind of usual. So hopefully the spot proves a little promising. Shallow water, nicer water. I assume there's got to be some more bass in this here. Or a pike, hopefully. Haven't snagged a pike yet this year, so we're going to try. Oh, got something. Fish on, something big. Oh yeah, oh, this is the tank. Did I let go? No, he's still on. He's still on. He's still on. He's still on. That was a freaking tank, and he let the fuck go. Oh my god. Oh, I need a fresh hook on her. Times this year, big bass bites the line and lets go. Look at the hook. He swallowed the hook. So now we got to get another hook on, and hopefully I can try to catch this big tank again. This I'm going to tighten it in real slowly. If I get this next bass on the line, I'm going to get the net ready to go. The net's right beside me, and I'm going to get this bass and he comes back and bites again. Well guys, this is not going to happen to me again today. The net is right here. If I see a big fish on the line, I'm running for my net. I'm going to scoop this fish up if I catch him again. That was a big fighting fish. That was good. That was a good size largie. Like getting up there. That's not that caliber. He's fighting good. If there's fish in here, I'm going to frickin' make sure I get a net on hand. This would have been my third bass of the day. And I would have packed her up and went home. But I'm determined to get a big one. What I like about bass fishing, guys, the fight. Bass do produce a bit of a fight, especially largies. I'll be kind of having a heart attack if I get a pike today, too. I haven't really caught a pike all year. I haven't really been going for the largies most of the year. I was going to go for smallmouth eventually sometime soon, hopefully, as well. Got fish. Got something on the line. Don't let go. Don't get low. Don't let go. Oh, just a small bluegill. There's nothing really big. Smaller bluegill. Nothing like really massive. Fish. Big fish. He's big. Oh boy, that's a big fish. That's a big one. This is the one I'm after today. Woo! What a big frickin' bass. Woohoo! Hell yeah! Biggest one of the day. This is what we come out here for, guys. Big frickin' bass. This is a tank. This is the biggest bass I've caught in a long time. Look at the frickin' size of this guy. Massive. Frickin' huge. I'd say he's about 5 pounds. This is the one we're actually coming out here for. I lost one earlier, and I've regained my confidence and got him. Frickin' awesome. Woo! This is my biggest bass I've caught all summer. Fantastic. I mean, guys, look at the size of this monster. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've caught a bass this big in quite some time, guys. I'm so happy I got this guy. This is definitely my biggest bass I've ever caught so far. Like, beautiful size. Beautiful largemouth. Nice. This is the one I've been tracking around for the last day or so. Trying to get something this big. Damn. Caught him on a dew worm. What a successful catch. What a successful catch. Awesome. An absolute tank. Size of this fish. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Fortunately, guys, I have nothing to weigh this guy out here. So I'm going to do the right thing. Let this guy go. Got some pictures of him. I don't know if I'm going to get him mounted or not, but he's at least, I'd say he's at least about 5 pounds at least. A 5 pound largie. This is a beautiful fish. I mean, absolutely beautiful fish. So either ways, guys, we're going to let him go. Here you go, bud. We'll set you free. There. Oh, no, he's coming back towards me. Oh, no, 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 you're going out there. There we go. He's free. That was freaking awesome. That was an awesome fight. Whew! Okay guys, I've done something I've accomplished today. I've caught the big 5-pounder that I've been trying to get all summer. After failed attempts during numerous fishing lakes and everything like that, I have finally succeeded. And like I said, I've never really caught a lot of large fish lately. Most guys usually use these fancy lures and go out and try to catch these bass. Well, basically I can prove it can get done on dew worms. Nightcrawler worm was basically my choice of bait for this particular mission. And I can go to tell you guys is that what I usually use dew worms, like everybody says like the best bait is the dew worm. Well, technically I caught bluegill today, I've caught bass. Well, I actually did one time catch a pike on a dew worm, but technically lost it, so technically doesn't count. So either ways, you can pretty much fish for any species with those. But either ways, guys, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys put a like. If you guys are not subscribed to SW Outdoors, make sure you guys click the subscribe button, click the notification bell when the latest videos are, and I will catch you guys in the next video. SW Outdoors, sign out.